That was a particularly fun audio test there. Last time, I had not changed the settings at all from the time before that, and yet somehow I got comments saying that the game music was way too loud, so I turned it down a little bit. Went to do a recording test, and then found out that in the time between me launching the game, pressing F7 to load the save state, and then, like, moving slightly, like, the keyboard was working. I loaded the save state, and then I went to play the game, and it didn't work. So, yeah, the keyboard just stopped being detected, and I had to unplug it and replug it in like 15 times. What was up with that? Anyway, we're back in this stage. Probably gonna make significantly fewer share references. But, while it is fresh in my mind, I have a question to pose the audience. I've already mentioned that once this game is finished, I'm probably going to do ukulele. Super Metroid is also going to be ending in not too much longer. I mean, I'm not even really... Like, I've barely gotten that far in that game, honestly, but in terms of, like, stuff that I can actually do, I'm pretty close to the end of the first challenge, and then it's reverse boss order, so it's got a few more videos left, but it'll end in, like, maybe a month or so. Maybe a little bit longer, I don't know. And, I wasn't completely sure what I was gonna do after that yet, but, I was at the used game store today, and noticed that they had a copy of Pokerman's Stadium, and it was actually pretty cheap, so I picked that up. And the reason I did that was because the Pokemon Yellow Crystal full decks thing that I've been talking about has kind of been something I wanted to start pretty soon. I don't think it's been a full year since I finished Platinum yet, so I don't know if people are, like, wanting me to not do that. And I will listen to recommendations, which is partly why I'm mentioning this, but I've been kind of in the mood to start that up sometime soon, and I figured it would be interesting to actually do it on console, because I do already own Yellow and Crystal. I have to make sure the battery on Crystal is still okay. I think it is, but I haven't looked at it in a while. And then if I get Stadium 1 and 2, I can actually do everything on console then, and the only thing I won't be able to show on screen is the trading, because I would need 2 transfer packs to do that, I think. And actually, for that matter, I would... Yeah, never mind, I would definitely need 2 transfer packs. But, I don't know, we'll worry about that later on. But, yeah, I'm partly bringing it up because I want to see what people's interest level is in that. I know that and Brawl were both kind of in running for things to do soon, and I want to say Brawl actually had more votes the last time I asked, but I still don't know if I'm quite ready to take on that duty quite yet. But yeah, just interested in, like, waiting to see what people think of that, and also, like, what order I should approach things in, because one of the benefits to running it in Stadium, or running it alongside Stadium, rather, is I could unlock the Doduo and Dodrio mode in that to actually play the game at, like, double and triple speed, and significantly speed stuff up. The problem with that is I'm pretty sure I have to get significantly far into Stadium to unlock those. I haven't really looked at the unlock conditions, but I'm pretty sure I at least have to beat, like, the Gym Leader Castle or something. And so, typically, what one would do is, like, bring in their in-game team and use that to get through the stuff. But, I won't have an in-game team if I'm unlocking this before doing it, so... Like, should I just use rentals and then go through Yellow and, like, I don't know. I could probably get away with using rentals. Also, I don't know if I'm supposed to touch this button here, but I'm gonna... Oh, okay. I am supposed to touch the butt. Touch the butt. How in the hell am I supposed to touch the butt without dying? Can I wall jump off of it? Does that count? Yes, it does. Only got 3 reds, I'm just gonna go for the star. But, yeah, if that, like, I'm basically waiting to see if anybody has, like, a complaint with this idea, because I think currently that sounds like a good way to go, is, use rentals in Stadium, unlock Doduo mode, and then play through Yellow, and then, like, go through the other stuff with the in-game team. And then, similar thing when I do Crystal. I have to why am I wandering around? I don't know what I'm doing. I have to double check the unlock conditions and all that stuff, but, to me that sounds like a fairly solid plan. And, since I know from Worcester's run of Stadium, which is, like, over 24 hours long for a speed run, or at least really close to it. I don't remember if it's over. Clean the pipeline. I didn't even pay attention to what I'm doing here. I guess that shit over there. Obviously that's a hell of a lot of material, and it's not really going to be that much worth commentating over. So, I don't know how much of it will actually be recorded. Some of it might be streamed. I haven't figured that much out yet. But... should I... Yep, I figured. Couldn't remember if I saved or not. Whatever, it doesn't put me that far back. But yeah, I've said my bit. I think I've gotten everything out of the way for that. Oh, actually, no, I haven't. Another question is, or another thing to bring up. People have asked if I'm going to be doing any kind of, like, weird challenge run with that, aside from, like, filling the decks. Not specifically, but I do kind of want to try what Dark-Minded Sith was going to do with his playthrough, and, which never really got off the ground, unfortunately, but, he basically did, like, a part 0 where people submit their ideas for, like, the character name, the starter to pick, and then just, like, a few Pokemon to use throughout the run. And then he would use that to kind of get started, and then in each video listen to recommendations. I kind of like the idea of that. Yellow, I can't really pick a starter, but, everything besides that, though, I think it would be interesting to have, like, a team based off of what gets the most votes. I'll post, like, a list of, like, the last time I've used every Gen 1 Pokemon, or in some cases, if I've never used it. God. Good! And then use that as, like, a basis for... people can be like, oh, you've never used Dugong, you should try that. That kind of thing. In before every vote is for Dugong. But no, I'm not taking the votes right now, obviously. That's a whiles off. I'm kind of expecting a team of complete crap. And I'm okay with that. Gen 1 is badly programmed enough where you can usually make a shitty team work. Oh my god, really? I need to, like... enjoy my time on the bus and not be jumping off of it immediately. That is part of my problem. My hubris. Okay, so how does this all work? Well, obviously that's how you do it. Mmm. Tasty. Really hate those enemies. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to doing that, though. And then I'm sure Brawl will happen at some point in the future. Maybe not the very next thing after that, but, I mean, that's going to be a long playthrough anyway, so, I don't know. For the record, to update my, opinions on other LP ideas, I did have that one poll of, like, various Zelda games, and I said that I, like, might eventually do, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I still might, but I don't really know how excited I am to start that. I know Spirit Tracks is the more interesting of the two, but I still don't really want to yet. Like, I might eventually, though. Same with Prime Hunters. Like, I'm not completely feeling that one. There is the possibility of just doing some kind of Zelda Classic quest. I haven't touched one of those in a really long time. Like, instead of a regular Zelda game, I could do one of those. That'd be kind of cool. And, I don't know. I'm trying to think what other stuff there was. Just as a reminder, the Mario 64 DS Wario run has been basically disowned at this point. I determined it was a bad idea. I don't think I'm ever gonna do it. Maybe at some random point in the future, I'll, like, stream the start of it and see how bad it is, but I really don't see myself doing it. How am I supposed to clean said pipeline?
Fantastic.
And I load all the way back here. I forget what other stuff I've said I'd do at some point. Well, let me, grab the spring mushroom. No, they said I didn't need the spring mushroom again. Did I try every one of these? Jesus Christ. There is always Sly 2. That one might end up being a patron exclusive, because I know that there were some people interested in that, like, specifically on the Discord for that purpose. But, I don't know. It's like, it's not a game that I'm super excited to start, but once I get going with it, it might be okay. But I will stop talking about that and instead start talking about, like, effigies and the effect they've had on our culture. The effect for me is that I thought it was pronounced a figgy when I first saw it. Now bring us a figgy pudding. Okay, no, I'm done. Oh, on the subject of things that I should work on at some point, and Pokemon, again, I don't remember the last time I've ever said this for certain. I think it was in a stream at some point, but, the Pokemon tabletop idea is still something I would like to do one day, but at this point, I've pretty much given up that I'll ever work on it, because when I first came up with it, my excuse for not starting it was I wanted to wait until Sun and Moon came out, and then I played, like, because I wanted to add the new stuff from those. And then when they came out, I did the text LP, and actually, to interrupt myself real quick, text LP is public. I don't know how many people knew that. It's just Bikdip Pokemon Moon.blogspot.com. It's actually been public for a long time. I never finished it, but what is finished is on there. There's a pipe I can go in. Jesus. Okay. Oh, what the hell? I'm just collecting scuzz. That's pretty good. Okay, so where was I on? Where was I saying? So yeah, text LP is public. But yeah, I wasn't originally planning on doing that, and once I started it, that was another excuse to not work on the RPG. And now that that's finished, I think I came up with, like, a different excuse briefly, and now I'm having to, actually go to work. I don't know what my schedule is still. This week I'm only working 3 days, so it's like, I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. I personally wouldn't really mind if it was, but I guess it is kind of counterintuitive to have a job and not really make that much money from it. That's the thing with me, I don't really worry about that kind of stuff too much. But, it's like I have to juggle that with the usual video schedule along with the extra video per week that I'm supposed to be doing, and I've been somewhat keeping up with. I'm not, like, behind or anything, it's just every once in a while I get behind and then have to catch up. Okay. But yeah, with all that crap going on, I just haven't had time to really start it. I was just curious what that did. Still would like to, not sure if it'll ever happen, but a man can dream. A man can dream, stares at finger. Red coins and circuits. Yep. Well, let's go. Maybe I'll actually find more than 0 this time. The joys of not save stating. It's almost like I should play well and not use them as a constant crutch. Like that. Like that was just bad. This has been a very informative video. I got a lot of stuff out of the way. Now I just have to mention my secret plan. No, there's no secret plan. But now that I've said that there is one, people will worry about it. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to start the RPG thing. I think it would be really cool. It's just, I don't really know where to begin. I really, what if I'm going to work on that, what I really need to do is just get a group of people that are interested in helping with it, or at least giving ideas, and then make sure the foundation makes sense. Like, I have some of the stat formulas and ideas on paper, but not in any kind of, like, good format. But I would, like, need to do that, and then once that's ready, then just kind of build on it from there, and then start adding the Pokemon stats and stuff. Probably add, like maybe 50 things, and then run a couple test games, make sure everything works, and then add the rest. So it would still be a long process, but I don't know. And for the record, I know there's plenty of other Pokemon tabletop games that people have made. I wanted to make my own. Like, I don't really know why. It's just, I have a certain vision of how it would work, and most of the other ones I've seen are usually, like, really emphasized on having, like, this trainer class that you run that's basically a summoner, and the Pokemon kind of come after that, and it, like, uses the strength, dexterity, charisma, like, all that crap. I didn't want to do it that way. I really wanted to just have it be, like, the trainer exists, but is kind of bare bones. And the Pokemon use, like, their normal in-game stats and not the D&D stats. But whatever. For a subject that I've already said is probably a dead pipe dream at this point, I sure have been talking a lot about it. Okay, so I've got 4 coins. I know there's some over there. I feel like I've gotten as many as I can from this end. I don't know, really. Is this death? Surprisingly, no. Alright, let's grab a ride on the bus. I like the data bus. It is cool. It reminds me of buses. Butter and gravy! The only thing I like better than butter and gravy is buses. Think that was an All That sketch? I don't even remember. It's either All That or The Amanda Show. Pretty sure it was All That. I don't know. Can't mention The Amanda Show now because of the Spyro problem that happened. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then the first segment of the Spyro stream will enlighten you. I'm not gonna say any more than that. Okay. Any other reds up here? I don't even remember. I could almost... It's almost like I could look up and find out, but no, there's not. Good, I love invisible walls. They remind me of home. Okay, there's a red over there. I really don't think I need the spring suit, but I'm gonna take it for a while anyway. Because, you know, it's annoying. Annoying things are cool. Was there one up in that section there? Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to do. Everything is cool. Everything is cool when you're eating a faith. Everything is awesome for you and me. That's how that song goes, right? Okay, now let's go up the blue thing and not fall off like a dipshite. Dipshite on the mountain spaghetti. It would be awesome if I knew where the hell the last red coin was. There was a time that I found myself in a land without had. Oh my god. The physics on this are... they're so bad, I'm going to call them pretendous, which is not a word unless you're strong bad. The squirrel's rates are pretendous. I'm getting a feeling that I'm not supposed to actually go up this. Yeah, something's not quite right here. Jesus Christ, come on. Like... I can almost make it. I'm so close that I can taste it. And this yellow popsicle hit the spot. I mean, there's not even anything up there, is there? Why am I bothering? God damn the government. Okay. Where the fuck is the last red coin? I'm gonna find it one day, and then I'm gonna have... I don't know what I was gonna say next. I was gonna say possum, but I, like, started with an SC. So I guess, like, scossum. Scuzzlebutt. Best Patrick Duffy for a leg. Why am I making all these random South Park references lately? Okay, let's not die this time, actually. I don't remember how I was supposed to get up here. Good. Let's try that again, this time with sauce. Sauce! See, I couldn't remember if there was a red over here or not, and it doesn't look like there is. Oh my god, come on with this. No, there's not. Definitely not up there, right? No, I didn't think so. Alright, game. Where are you hiding it? Also, I need to lose this thing now because it's obnoxious. Okay, cool. Whatever, good enough. Couldn't remember if I already got the one over here. Okay, did I break the cardboard boxes on the other side? Is it in one of those? Bust. Butter and gravy. God, I hope it wasn't. That would make me feel a dumb. Okay. Okay. Apparently last time when I was missing a coin, someone was like, there was one at the corner that you collected last time and then somehow missed your second time around. And I'm not sure which corner that was, so I'm just kind of checking all of them now, and I'm hoping that it was somewhere that I should have noticed and didn't. At this point, I should probably just cut until I find it, because this is getting bad. I'm gonna look in a couple more places, and if I don't find it in the next, like, minute or two, then yeah, I'll probably have to cut. Because either I'm missing something obvious, or it's extremely well hidden. Good. Cool. Especially cool. I think that's just a one-up up there anyway. I've rapidly run out of places to check. I've been around several times. It wasn't just back here, was it? Because this is where you... yeah, that's where the thing appears. Alright, I'm gonna cut. I'd like to point out, it's been over 10 minutes. I still have not found it. I've collected basically every other coin in the course at this point, I think. And I think I've spent so much time in the level that the bus has actually gotten off the track. It's... I don't even know if I can get back over here. Let's find out. Because it seems to, like, not get close enough to the platform. Ugh, that's debatable if I can make that. The only places I have not looked again are inside the pipe section and up at the top of that. I've been everywhere else I can possibly think of. I've also not seen any sign of the 6th star, though. So, like, they might be in the same location. I don't know what I'd be looking for. I'm just checking one thing right now. I'm extremely tempted to look at a video, because this is getting really bad. Is that something over here? Just another star picture. I don't think the red coin is up there, and I really don't think it's inside the pipe thing either. Like, the only thing I can think of is... You know how in the original game, in, like, Bowser in the Sky, there's that one ledge that's, like, jutting off the bottom of a platform off to the side where you would never think to look? I'm thinking it's gotta be something like that. Because there is no sign of anything else. Either I'm completely blind, or this is the most well-hidden red coin in all of, like, fairydom. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna check those last couple places, and then probably end up looking at a video, because this is getting stupid. Yeah, I don't even know if I can make it off of this bus, actually. This thing has gotten so desynced. Like, I don't see any way that I can get back. At this point, I might just have to bite the bullet and collect a different star and then re-enter. This is really bad. Oh my god. I don't know why he double jumps sometimes, that's really weird. It's like I can probably just barely make that. But I don't know. Is it worth it? Stop double jumping, you asshole. Okay, I found out where it is. I'm not happy about it, because I don't think I can get... Oh, wait. Actually, the bus seems to be getting closer to that. I might have a chance now. Let's see. Yeah, I had to look at a video. I would not have figured this out. Oh god, can I even get on the bus? Okay. Is this getting close enough now? It kind of looked like it was. Oh, maybe. Okay. I've got to make it now. I don't want to have to redo this. Like I said before, it's not even... Like, I haven't made so much progress that it's, like, impossible to recover. At this point, it's just the principle, the matter. Come on. Oh my god, finally! Holy shit. Okay, so here's what I had to do. Because, you know, that's a mechanic. God, even knowing what to do, I can't frickin' do it. Oh, I've got to make it back, too. I just realized that. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay. I can at least jump from the top of this thing, though. Here, let's practice grabbing ledges after wall jumping. See, it's not that freaking hard. Oh, Jesus. That is a far bus. Oh my god. Is it ever gonna come closer? I jumped way too early there. Sly, you're jumping the gun! Sorry, I had to say it. Someone reminded me of that quote the other day. Okay, go. Get on the charge-a-bus. Charge-a-bus! Ugh, made it! Don't die! Please. Okay, so, tip to anybody who's gonna play this game. Do not stay in this level for that long. It becomes complete shite if you do. Oh my god. Okay. So, what's next? Antivirus plumber. Oh, what the hell? Alright. How am I gonna deal with that then? Hopefully not with the spring suit. And then it turns out the bus is still freaking desynced. No, it looks like it's on track. And I fall to... God. Alright, what am I supposed to do? See, that seems like I need the spring to get over there. Nope, okay. Wind. I approve of this. Music's a little bit wonky, and he's probably gonna fall off the ledge and die. When are you gonna stop doing that, bud? Oh, cool. My favorite. Okay. Let's try that again. I love the instrumentation there. Like, boop, boop, boop. I look different in this game. I love that. Got a captain to the stethoscope. I don't know how that fucking goes. In the Mushroom Kingdom, I'm the best doctor by far. I learned my degrees by watching House and Scrubs and ER. Brightly colored pills, they'll cure all your ills. As long as you have a fever or the chills. Something and a pants. Yeah, I don't know. Just something and a pants. This guy's gonna breathe fire, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. I'll take that over wind. I like the nose on this one. It's pretty good. What do you do? Electricity? What do you do? Okay. But why, though? What, are you taking lessons from Klungo? And he's gone. Just like an angel's kiss. Okay, now he's back. You dead? Oh no, team attack. This is kind of cool, though. It is a good way to end the level. They're a little bit glitchy, but they are viruses, so it is appropriate. Okay. I am quite glad to be done with that stage. I liked it at first, and then I got pissed off. Just like the daddy puts in his drink every morning, and then he gets mad. So I have no idea how much of that was going to be cut. Probably like 20 or more minutes. Let's check out Luna Park. I forgot about the Starlight Zone music. Okay. So I assume this is just a red coin hunt then. Good. Off to a beautiful start. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, What happened to the song? This is not the song that I know. This is not the stove I know. Okay. Bring your friends, huh? What? Is Yoshi in this stage or something? Am I supposed to shoot eggs at them? I have a feeling that's probably what I'm gonna do. I don't know yet. Let's find out. At this point, I'm, like, concerned that the... Oh, okay. Yeah, this is definitely Mario Sunshine. Are you my Yoshi? You are not. So, what color's missing? So these aren't in any kind of pattern that I can tell. Oh, hey, it's the last minigame thing. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll have to do that. These are always a little bit stressful. Oh god, this music. Spend 25 minutes to get a single coin. I don't like anything where you only have one chance and then have to restart the stage. That's just kind of annoying. I'm just kind of trying to learn where they are. I don't see the other two. Okay, there's one. And there's the other one over there. Alright, here we go. Let's get the one over here, and then the one over here. I think I got those in kind of a stupid order, didn't I? I still might have time, though. Let's see. If I don't fucking miss them. Come on, where's the last one? It's somewhere in this general area. Yeah, okay. Try that again. Knowing where I'm going is, most of the battle here. Not even half the battle. Can't tell where anything frickin' is. Stop it. I don't want to read the sign. I don't care. That red coin hunt is gonna, like, leave me with a horrible taste in my mouth for the next, like, 17 minutes. Okay, get the thing. There we go. Ugh. There's not enough time to do this. Okay. And there we go, if I don't mess it up. Okay. Why is this a Yoshi crate? I don't think I can break that open. I don't know, whatever. I saw a red coin earlier. I don't remember where. I saw it when I was looking for the rainbow stuff. Is it in the fountain? Yeah. God, I'm still only at 2. Okay, there's one up there. Yeah, I guess I should probably deal with the boat ride. Let's see what's up with that. A lot of people were saying that this was like the best mini level. I don't remember most of the other mini levels well enough to really say. This one is, it's well designed. The rainbow coin thing kind of irritated me because I always just kind of hate doing those, but I don't know if that can drag the whole level down with it. So here's a fun story for you. Back in, like, I want to say, like, maybe 2001, which would make me... God, how old was I in 2001? 28 now, so subtract 16. I guess I was 12 or so. Maybe, I'm gonna say I was maybe 13. I went to a, like, carnival type thing with Harrison and his family. The reason I bring this up is because they had one of those, like, boat ride things there, and that's what triggered the memory. Nothing of major note happened when we were there, but the highlight was the ride back. where it was me. Fucking hell! I didn't save state. It was me and Harrison, his brother, and his dad. Obviously, the dad was driving us. And I think there was he had a couple other friends that lived far away that were coming with, and so his dad had to take them home. And so this was later on in the trip, where after the other friends had left, and it was just the four of us in the car. And Harrison and his brother were both asleep, and we're driving on the highway, and there's a car that pulls up next to us, which, for reasons I'm not sure, I made eye contact with the people inside. It was these two, I don't know how old I'd say it was these two young ladies, basically, and they just kind of pulled up their shirts and flashed us. And it was my coming of age moment, because I was like 13. And so his dad saw it, and he just looks back at me like, "Do you see that?" And I'm like, yeah, I did. Okay, that was something. And then I think it was Harrison's brother, who was older brother, by the way. He was probably at least 16 at the time, I'm not sure. Wakes up and he's like, "What did I miss?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing really. It was stupid." And then eventually he found out what it was, and then I got angry. But yeah, that was a little bit of a pointless story, but I felt like telling it because I don't think I ever have before. So I still gotta get those coins again. Is this climbable? I know I'm not supposed to climb it, but is it climbable? How many am I missing? 4 still. 2 of them are on the boat ride. I still also haven't seen how to get Yosh. Wait, what's that up there? What is this? It seems suspicious. I guess I'll keep that in mind for later, before I promptly forget about it. Oh, there's Yosh. Okay. Come with me. If you're not black, we're sure to have the adventure of a cracker time. I hope I didn't already kill too many Goombas to do this. Okay, so where's the target range? What is half of this stuff in this stage? Oh no, this is where one of the targets come out. So comes out. Comes out! What does this do? If I stand here. Can we please get somewhere? Doesn't do anything? Well, is it just a reference to Sunshine, then? Oh. Okay. I guess that's acceptable. Not that I can fucking get it. God. Okay, whatever. Target game. How does this work? Does he auto-aim? Oh, okay, that jumps off. How do I shoot? How do I shoot? L? Fuck, I lost the fucking eggs. How do I shoot? I guess I hold L, okay. This is not gonna end well, is it? Oh my god. People like this stage. I see. No, it's probably okay. I just am not good at it. I'm not sure how much power to give this. Okay. Good enough. How about you? Okay. And I need another egg. Can I get one from the basket? Yes, okay. That is actually well programmed. And there we go. Oh. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was just going to be a red coin. Well, shit. I've only got 4 of them. Whatever, let's just get it. Please. Please get. Please get. Please get. Okay. And clipping inside the Yosh. Okay, I am most certainly done for tonight. Next time we'll finish up that, and then I guess check out whatever the next stage was, which I think was the LSD level. So yeah.